Hey guys, there's a possibility this will be the last fan of the night. And somebody mocks me and says, last fan of the night.
Last fan of the night. Last fan of the night.
We'll see how long this one takes. We might be able to squeeze in another. We'll see. Okay. This is a Moss WF series. This was a very important childhood fan to me. And for the longest, as a collector, I stopped buying them because they don't have a lower canopy, and I prefer the lower canopy version. And at some point, I regretted that because even though I prefer a lower canopy version, I still really, really like this version too. And this was a version that my grandma had in her house. That I've also talked about Cave of the Mountains. They had two of the version with not the GE vents, the single vents. But this was the version that my grandma had. That was this exact version, same blade, same motor housing, same everything. Just no light. Hers had no light kit, but it had a sweat kit. And I was heartbroken when she moved and didn't take the fan with. And we used to turn it on high and put plastic legs on the ground, and then the bags would fill with air and the cat would play with them. These say WF series on the top of them. I don't know how we figured out that these are actually a Moss product. Probably because WF and TF and all those designations are Moss. But the W is supposed to stand for wood. It's supposed to be wood fan, so it's supposed to be like a wood housing fan, so we never really figured out this model number. Anything else? This one I believe is either made by Wingtat or CEC. It's got the UFO shaped motor that I always assume is Wingtat, but I've seen that exact motor in one of these with a CEC sticker on it, so I'm not sure of which it is. And let's see how it performs. Yeah.
I'll shut that off.
Turn the fan below. .34, kind of a fast low. Anything you want to say about these? I know you like vented spinners. I don't know how you feel about top mounts.
It's pretty cool. You know, it's kind of an oddball design. I like it. I like the Moss canopy, or what we thought was the Moss canopy, until we realized it was the
A&G canopy. I'm still going to call it the Moss canopy because we've been calling it that for 30 years, but technically it's A&G canopy. Do you know how we started calling it a Moss canopy?
Well, the fact that most Mosses come with them? That's
true. The way that I found that out, because a lot of Mosses aren't always labeled, is when I was in third grade, my dad bought me a DC-42, and I got a Demango remote kit for it. And in the Demango manual, it had a picture of every fan brand's mounting type and the brand name underneath it. So there was a friction drive canopy that said Magic Heat under it, and there was one of these canopies that said Moss under it. There was a hang tree that said Casablanca under it. There was another one that said Davenport. I don't remember which kind that was, but they showed a bunch of brands, and this was the one that they showed for Moss. And so I said, oh, that canopy means Moss, and it does, but also doesn't. Kind of a fast, low speed, and we'll see what the RPM's on it.
Where's your?
I don't know. I thought, did you have it last or no?
No, because you were doing it for the.
Well, good luck.
Here it is.
Okay, do the power factor and all that first.
Okay. Watts 41.6.
Pretty high power factor.
0.99.
So this has got coil taps, which explains why it's kind of a fast low. Hopefully I'll have better luck with this.
Yeah, okay. This is getting me readings of all over the board. Okay, 409, yeah, it's going one. Okay, 405.
Okay, and I think you had a 409 in there too, right?
Okay, and that's 401.
So it's around 100 for low, which is really fast.
Yep.
Let's try medium.
It's 0.83.
That's quite high for a medium. A little bit lower.
Factor drops. Interesting.
Did you call it a power factory, or am I just mishearing you in the tiredness?
Yes, I did.
That is, I think I'm going to call it that from now on. It's the power factory.
No, I said power factor.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say factory.
Okay, well, I'm still going to call it power factory.
0.82 amps, okay. 805.7. What now? Okay. 776.8.
That seems very patriotic.
That's not right. Yeah, it's giving me numbers all over the place.
That's normal. You just gotta keep doing it.
686. Okay, that's not right. Not bad. Okay, 788.8. We'll go with that.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah, I've had a bunch in the
7,
neighborhood
780.
between 7 and 800, so we'll go with yeah. So we're almost 200 on medium. This thing's pretty fast. Let's take it to high. I guess you want to guess what it's gonna do for high.
I'm gonna say over if it's.
That's gonna be my guess too, but since I can't guess the same thing, I'll say at. I didn't realize these draw so much current. That's quite a high current draw for a stamp spinner.
1.05.
That's definitely flying.
Yeah.
I don't remember these being that fast, but I mean, there's different variations. Could be a capacitor value thing too. Still close to the whole power factor. Power factory. Do it at a little more of an angle if you have trouble. That usually helps.
Okay. 1235 there.
Wow.
1077. 1067. 1063. Yeah.
So we're in the neighborhood of like 260, 270, 280. We're way up. We're close to 300 basically. I was not expecting this to go that fast. That is a shocker to me. Despite the fact that it's going pretty fast, I mean, I definitely get some airflow from it, but it's not like a crazy amount of airflow like a gold mine or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's probably no more than the classic fans.
Yep. I mean, and for a residential fan, you wouldn't expect something like a gold mine.
No.
Pretty insane.
No, I'm impressed. Okay. You win Moss WF Series.
We did power
We
factor
did.
spin now?
Yep. Low reverse. I wish they, as far as I know, they didn't. I wish they made a version with GE vents and lower canopy. When I was a kid, I made one myself. I just added a lower canopy to one of these, but it was a polished brass lower canopy on an antique brass fan. It looked horrible. Also, I really like these small schoolhouse globes. Yeah, I'm actually really a fan of this. If I could find 3 matching of these would be good for a youth center as well. And I know I've got a polished and I know I've got an antique, but I don't know that I have more than one of anything. The polished would be better. Okay, well, let's hit low reverse. Reverse switch wonky. Here, leave it on.
Probably only pulled it twice.
We're doing forward. It's on. It should be dry. Go through the turn to high.
It's just working.
It was. It's not drawing a lot of current right now either. Yeah, let me see. This reverse switch does seem like it could be problematic. Low. Power factor of 1. Take it to medium.
A little bit of bearing noise, but not often.
No, it's a little bit less than medium in reverse, I think. So you get the high. It's a tad less in high, but not a lot. There you go.
$972.5.
Okay.
970. 975.5.
Okay. So we're all
And
in the same ballpark.
967.8.
Try reversing it. Let's see what it does. Make sure it doesn't have problems.
Take it to forward.
Yeah. That's not working right. Let me see. Okay, turn it off. Did you happen to sneak a peek at the inrush?
I did not.
I did not either. Where do you think it's going to start?
I'm gonna say 3.
I'll say 4.
Okay, set the high.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. We'll install.
What's that?
That's 3.
Okay.
0.15. And it doesn't look like it's going to stall out. 4.18. 0.21 actually. 5. 0.26. 6. 0.32. 7. 0.37. 8.43. 9.48. 10. 5.4. $12.57. 14.65. 16.71. 0.74. 18.81 and 20.87. Might have drawn high like 1 point.
Yeah, right around 1.
22. 4.96. 1.02, I think that's about where we were.
Go hit the high switch and see. Okay, so still a tad under.
0.05. $32. 1.03. 34. 1.05.
Okay. How do you think it's going to do on the solids? Go hit the high switch again. Okay, that's it. How do you think it's going to do on the solid state?
We say bedroom quiet.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say silent. I'm not basing that on any sort of scientific information. It's just a fact that this has outperformed my expectations in other ways. I want to give it a chance to outperform my expectations in volume as well. So far, I don't hear anything.
6.
I can hear a little.
That's very little.
Let's see. Let's go a little higher and see.
That's half power.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it bedroom. Is that what you said, bedroom?
Yep.
Yeah, because I can hear it. It's not silent.
A little bit of a.
Yeah, it's very faint, but it's there. It's not silent. Okay, what do you think it's gonna do on the inrush?
Oh, hold on. Let's,
Okay.
1.03 power.
It's usually a little less going through the solid state on high. Not all fans are, but most of them. What's your bet for inrush?
I say small inrush.
I'll say big.
So target 1.05.
1.05. I think that just barely qualifies as small.
Yep, 200 amp.
Yep.
Let's see now. Yep, drops to 1.05.
I don't think it does, but give it a chance.
Oh, yeah, it did. It was set at 1.06 for a moment. Now it's at 1.05. Okay.
So turn the light on. Let's do the Rick test.
Solid state.
Alexa, garage off.
Okay.
Okay, we can definitely give it a little more. We can definitely get a dim light and a slow fan. These are pretty vintagey looking. They got the cane, and I'm gonna guess these are either the high end of Avocado Appliance or the high end of Wood Grain Station Wagon or the low end of Avocado Appliance. That's what I'm gonna guess. As for metalness, I'm gonna guess these are moderately metal. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Well, is this the last fan of the night?
Yes.
Okay, well, Andy and I will be back with some more fan testing soon. Hopefully Pete and Rick will be back with some more fan testing soon, and maybe we'll even have all three at once. Just never know. Cross your fingers, and in the meantime, thanks for watching. As always, our videos have a sponsor. Please go to www.buyfanstick.com, go to fanstick.biz, lightstick.biz to see the fine selection of products available from the great company that is Fanstick. As always, buy Fanstick.
Not pull chain extensions.
Do not.
Never pull chain extensions.
You take your money out of pull chain extensions and put it in Fanstick. Thanks for watching.